Hey Trace, how are we all doing? I'm just putting together a little watch list video for the first day of 2018. I'm assuming the stock market's open on New Year's Day. That's not really like a significant uh, day, really. I mean, obviously you don't work, but I think the stock market's still open. So, but irrelevant to that, this is what happened at the end of yesterday's session. What would have been this morning for me? I was trying to get the close. I just I just didn't wake up. I was just exhausted. Alright, so we're not getting the top percent gainers. So I've got KOSS up. I'm not sure if this is to do with computer hardware. Okay, I don't know what the news was here. Might have been earnings, maybe? No, but it's interesting though. I mean, I was watching this pretty good volume as well when the average volume is 38,000 shares traded. So at like 50 times average, something around that sort of region. It's interesting. Look, I mean, what I immediately look for is a basis support. So you can see the 230s. So you could sort of say, look, depending on how it does pre-market on Monday, where I'll do another watch list video, you could say there could be a little dip buy opportunity off the 230s, maybe, perhaps. 230s to the 220s. Again, it's not an exact science, so I'm sort of noticing that, like that LANU one on not yesterday, on Thursday, where it sort of bounced, but I sort of overanalyzed things and missed it, and it really shot off pretty nicely. So it's definitely not an exact point, but if it's around there, then it's probably worth looking at. Potentially trading CANN. This was a marijuana. Yeah. Okay. So I think there's some. There it is. Legislation for California, and it's okay. So this is definitely. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what Bitcoin's doing. Obviously, Ripple took off pretty nicely. I didn't get a position in that. Fortunately, I'm just focused on saving for the live account here. So, what I was going to say is Bitcoin could still be on the radar for Monday, but it's normally has a bit of a weekend rally unless people are putting money into alternative cryptocurrencies. This is interesting here. There's still support. I mean, if we draw, I just want like a line. What about this? What will this do? Yeah, so you see here, I mean, there's still support, and overall the trend is still present. I mean, some people could say, look, that's the first major down move, second major down move. If I had a lot of money in here, I would have been out already. So that's my disclaimer. I don't have a position in Bitcoin currently. I did have a small position earlier on in the year that I closed out. That's just because I had bills and borrowing out old stuff, and I just needed the money. So very volatile, that Bitcoin. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, it trades over the whole weekend, so if it does have a rally, but even if it doesn't, cryptocurrencies in general, stock could say like, hey, we're accepting payment in Ripple or everything. Apologies to people who know about cryptos if that's a really dumb thing to say, but stocks would just issue press related to cryptocurrencies and it just takes off. So I think Tim Bowen was discussing that 2018 next year will be just another crazy year for it as well. And I agree, but CAN, I mean, it didn't move hugely, really. It was only 5%, but there wasn't really a lot happening. Again, this is interesting though. What I might look for is the first 10 minutes of the session it steadies off, and then we might see if press is released. So the KOSS is interesting. Again, what I look for with intraday trading, I mean, I'm really scalping nearly. I'm only going to be in positions for a few minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes at max. Is that you want good price action. Ideally with a dip buy, you wait for it to. Let's try and find LANU. This is a pretty good one. You want it to bottom out, a little bit of consolidation, and then the bullish candle prints on the 1 minute chart, and then you can get in. And then you have your mental stop or your stop loss at the base of all that. Okay, so you don't want it super tight, but you don't want a huge stop loss because just in case it collapses and things like that. I think the dip buy. Where was the dip buy? Hope everyone's having a great weekend as well. Was it here? Might have been here, maybe. Might have been here. Yeah, it was here. And then that's perfect. And then you get in. I got it at 220, but it didn't fill. It was too late. It was already like 230. And off it went. So that's a nice example right there. It's not like a massive panic, but this one I think had some news out as well. Might have been a earnings winner as well. Yeah, it was an earnings winner as well. I mean, it wasn't crazy, the catalyst, but it had a lot of volume and good momentum. So to dip down, good value for a buy. You don't get it when it is falling down because it could just be, a touch on resistance and then a failure. So, but it wasn't that. And had good history as well for spiking. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm referring to a dip buy. But I think Tim Sykes has a lot of free information on YouTube. So the thing I'm really learning is, watch the video lessons and everything, but you need to be at the sessions. You need to be seeing the price action play out, and you need to be practicing executing trades. So that's why I'm still on paper trading, because it would be really dumb for me just to real trade. I understand, it's like let's make real money, but really the demo trading should be exactly the same as live trading. Maybe a tiny little bit more conservative with real trading, simply because in the real world it's going to be a little bit different with the executions, and also short selling is different because of the shares defined. You can just sell whatever you want on this platform. So, but that's my 2 cents, guys. We'll see. Marijuana stocks could be pretty hot. Again, blockchain, Bitcoin plays, but we'll see. This is just sort of like a gloss over watch list, because really what I look for is that first hour before the session begins. For me, that would be 9:30 in the evening, and that's when I'll be putting out another watch list. But anyway, guys, I want to say I hope everyone has a great new year and stay safe. If you're traveling places, just take care of yourselves, guys. Have a great celebration. I'll be putting out, I think I might put another video out tomorrow, just on my plans for 2018 as well. Again, thank you for the support on the channel, guys. I hope it's helping. But I'm going to continue putting videos out in 2018. Got big plans as well. And yeah, look, it's more, for me, it's more action. And that's what you guys are going to see. So that is my finishing statement anyway. I hope everyone has a great day. Enjoy the weekend. Bye for now.